Hi there everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Handmade by Shirley, and today I thought I'd do a journal page. So what I'm thinking, every couple of days in the week I'm going to do a journal page, because I've been wanting to do something like this for ages and I've never done it. Now I'm a subscriber of Scrimping Mommy, Create with Scrimping Mommy, on YouTube, and I'm also part of her Facebook group as well. So on the Facebook group, she was giving away free mixed media papers, wording and so forth. So I decided that I would start doing my journaling with this. So you got some lovely flowers. You got there's 3 butterflies, and there's some various papers and wording, numbers, some more wording. So I thought I would start with this as my first page. And this is a Ohuhu pad, which is a wet and dry mixed media pad. So it's got a little perforated edge here, and I'm going to take these out as I do them and actually make them into an actual journal this size of paper. So I'm not going to keep them in this pad, I don't think, because you know, it's got lots of bits in it, and I mean I might, but at the moment I'm thinking I'll just do it up to the perforation, rip it out, and then I'll make my own journal, and these will be the pages. So as I've not done this a lot, I'm going to just start by, and I'm just using, this is called school glue, which is, I've had it for ages, and it's got a bit more water content in it than types of glues like this one or this one here. So I'll be using that. I've got a couple of stencils. I've got a stencil here which I've not used from Visible Image, so it's got some nice bits. I've also got a stamp from Studio Light, which is from Misa Print, and it's got some nice bits, so I might use them. And I've got some rub-ons as well, which I might use. So, and I have got some paste, which was an old paste, which I've never opened, I don't think. I might have opened it, or maybe I have opened it. No, I haven't. From La Blanche. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to get all the papers. I've cut all the bits out, and I may add other things to it. And I'm just going to put them down and see if I can come up with something that I find quite pleasing to the eye. So let's see. I mean, I don't suppose I have to use the whole lot of the papers, but I will be doing some inking as well. I just want to make it look quite so let's see. So I could do that, put it up a bit. So I had a comment from a subscriber who watches my videos, and she said she's watched them for ages, and that's brilliant. But she said that she couldn't ever hear me properly. So it would be nice if you do leave a comment today in the comments, if you're a regular watcher, and I've got a few of them. If you could just let me know if you can hear me clearly when I'm doing videos, because I really need that feedback. But when I do tend to listen to my videos, I do tend to watch them a bit after I've recorded them, just to make sure that they're okay. And they always seem fine to me, and I've not had anybody else really saying that about the videos. So it would be good if, even if you don't put it in the comments, if you put it in my community page, I might put a wee note in there, and just it'd be good to have some feedback about that, because so that would be helpful. Thank you. So I've kind of laid something out. I don't know if I'll keep to this, but let's just try and get something put down. So I've kind of got an image in my head now of what that was. So what I want to do is I want to do a wee bit of background sort of inking first. So let me see. So the colour palette is going to probably be a kind of, I don't know, sort of, let's just try this. I've got these interference inks, and I will do something with them. I know I've said I've got so many things I want to do stuff with, but I never get to, but I should really make a list of stuff that I'm going to do. So I might actually go for the blue. And I've got these stamps that I got from Misa Print, where you get a lot of the Gummy Pan products, and Alexandra Renke. They also do Studio Light as well, which is good. So I'm thinking I'm going to use maybe, I don't know, something. I like these sort of circles, so let's just pop some of the circles. So they're really good. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 stamps in that. That's fab. So I thought I might put some in the corner here. So if I just get a block of some description, and I'm going to try this, but this might be too blue. I'm not sure. We'll see. And I'm going to just pop that onto the corner, and it is quite bright, but that's okay. And I'll just do one down here, and because I can always just blend that in somehow. It's probably quite bright for maybe this type of project, but yeah, that'll do, and that stamps quite nicely. So let's just also add some, now do I have it on here? I need to tidy this desk again. It's a mess, an absolute mess. I've got stuff everywhere. Oh my goodness. This is what I do. I take stuff out and then I think, oh, I'm not putting that away just now. I'll just keep that out for a wee while longer. And then I end up with a mess. So I do need to really think about tidying it. It's a total mess. I'm not going to show you it because it is a mess. Right, here's a blue. Now, I'm not sure what blue that was. So what I'll do is I'm just going to see if there's enough. No, there's not enough on that. So let me just get, not any of these because they're a bit too bright. Right, let me see first. So yeah, I think that's a bit too bright. So I need to sort of just, I need to just put a wee bit something to, this is probably far too bright as well, but trial and error, you know. So I just want to put a little bit on this bit here just to kind of distract a bit from this really bright blue, which is probably not the best colour to have used, but we'll see. It might be okay. So just kind of going around the whole thing. I will get better at this, I'm sure. It's just, I do smaller projects that are probably more mixed media, but I've never done sort of a full page type thing. But I will get better, I'm sure. Just put a little bit more. So that kind of dulls that down. I hope that's lighting's okay. Lightning. There's no lightning because I don't like it. Right, where's the thing for this. It's over there. So let's see. Let's see what else we can stamp on before we actually lay any papers. We can always stamp on some of the other stuff as well, or like on top of it. So let's see. Let's try this. So this is from Visible Image, and it's called Seeing Stars. This is the first time I've used this. Bought this last year and didn't really use it, so just trying to see what we could do. I mean, some of this you probably might not see very well, so using that same brush, I'm just going to do a wee bit down here, and I'll do a little bit there. And possibly a bit here. So you can't really see that well, but I can see it, and you would see it when. So I'm thinking I might just rip this a wee bit because I want it to be looking a bit shabby chic. And I can go over that edge. So I'm going to rip it all the way. Oh, not quite as much as that, but I did. Help! Doesn't matter, I guess. I'll rip that a wee bit more here because it's too. There we go. I'm just keeping that there, and then let's just rip the side as well here. Try not to go over. So if you're interested in this, this is free on her YouTube, not YouTube, her, does show you on YouTube. It's free on her Facebook group. But to get into the group, you have to answer a few crafty questions of why you're here, which is normal in most groups, I think. And then they decide if you get to join or not, which I think most people do, unless you say something really silly like, oh, I don't know. So let's just see what we could do. So I'm gonna just distress type of tear these edges. Probably I'm tearing them far too much more than I normally would, but you know, I'm going to tear that bit. Now let's lay down some of these butterflies. Let me just see, this is probably nothing like what I had it before, so I'm just going to rip that piece as well. I'm going to rip this. So I'm just really creating on the spur of the moment because I haven't, as I say, planned this out at all. And I do that a lot. I just create on the spur of the moment. I don't really tend to. Sometimes I do. Sometimes well, I mean, there's something else I'm working on, and I did yesterday, which I did obviously. I did work some. Oh yeah, that would work. Let's do that. So that will be something that will come on at some point as well. So, right, let's see. Let's just try and put a few bits down. Oh, I forgot about that bit as well in the middle. I think I'm just going to leave that. I'm not going to rip that. And there is this piece as well, which could come over. Let's just kind of rip that in half, which could kind of come over maybe here. This is totally different to what I showed you a wee while ago, isn't it? Never mind, you know. it's all fun. I'm having fun. I hope you enjoy watching and let me know your thoughts on it as well. I'll just do this bit too. Should be another, oh there it is. And I've got this huge floral, or maybe on that side, and that floral could pop into there, and that one could just go there. Let me see. So let's start just, right, I've got these, so let's just start just edging some of these with something. So I've got this little dauber, and I did think I had tea dye on the table, but I might not. Yeah, I think it's up here. Yeah, I'm going to use tea dye. I don't have vintage photo or anything like that, so I'm just going to use tea dye for these, and hopefully that will work as well. I'll give a bit of, so very quickly, just going around the edges that matter, that will be seen. If they're not going to be seen, I'm not going to really put anything round it. I think that'll be seen. That might be seen, I'm not sure, probably not. Right, this piece, let's just put, so this just kind of makes it look aged, as I'm sure you already know that. I mean, it's got a bit of that round it already, but this is just to enhance it and cover these white tear marks as well, although sometimes they're quite nice to have as well. So I hope everyone's well, and thank you to all my new subscribers. I really do. I'm pleased to have you here, and also my current subscribers who've supported me all the time. Really do appreciate you. You really do. You don't know how much I appreciate. So let's just put a little bit on this bottom bit, because that bit's got a wee bit as well. Don't do much there, and then we can add a wee bit to this. So you could use a darker. I do have walnut stain in an ink, but I don't think it's on my desk. So I would need to wander off and find it, although it's not too far away, but so I'm probably not even in. Sorry, I probably wasn't even in camera shot there. Apologies. So then this piece is going to get some too. So what I'm going to do actually here is I'm just going to do a wee bit in the middle, just to take that sort of brightness of the white away. Now, you could put all of these onto a card to back it and make it stiffer, but I'm going to be gluing it onto a card, so I don't feel that I really need to do that. So, yeah, I'm just going to stick them on as is, because I've used, obviously, my printer paper, which is actually quite a thick card for printer. It's 180 GSM. And it's quite a good quality card. So there we go, we've got that, and then we just need to do this just now. So we're just going around here like that. I'm sure you probably didn't need to see all this, but some people like to actually see the whole process of the video. I could speed these up, or I could cut them and come back soon, which sometimes I do, because it does end up being quite a long video. But if you're happy to watch, you watch. But if you want to fast forward it, you always can as well. That's an option. So that's that done. And then I've got a couple other bits, so I'll not do them at the minute. What I do want to do though is get my stencil again and just do a wee bit of tea dyeing with this. Don't know if you'll see it that well, but you might. That moved, didn't it? Yeah. So I think mixed media is really about layering, isn't it? It's about kind of layering things up, and I might use this as well. Just having layers and textures going on. Probably won't see that, but just gives it a wee bit of something more. Let's put this up here as well. Go, and I think I need something here too. So I'm going to go for this corner a bit more. I'm trying not to do the stars as much. I mean, it doesn't matter. But I'm trying to just do the sort of circles. Do a bit more there as well. And that'll do. So I think maybe a bit up the top as well of that. There we go. So there's that. So let's just pop that to the side for now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my school glue, as I call it. And I don't actually have a wee pot. I thought I could have popped it into a pot. So I'm just going to actually pop it straight on to the piece of mixed media paper. I'm just going to, this brush is awful hard, but it does the job. So the first bit I want to probably put on is this piece here, which I'm just going to move over. And actually it's probably better if I pop it onto that glass mat. And then I can peel it off easily if I need to. And I'm just going to kind of go across that as well, just to make sure that's stuck on. And just go down here a bit. And pop this bit on as well, because it's probably going to just go roughly here. And I'll just put a wee bit more glue over the top, because I want it to go flat-ish. I mean, I suppose there's no reason to put more of a slight dimension on when it's all glue, it's all dried and stuff. Now, let's see. I was going to put that under, but I never did that, did I? Let's see if we can. Oh dear. Oh dear, I've not quite did what I said I was going to do. Oh well, I'm just going to pop this on to there now, and get some more glue. Pop that down. Make sure it's kind of stuck on like that. There we go. And this bit, just go on. What I should have done was, before I stuck that down, See, this is all learning for me. Always pop this bit under here. Now it's going to be too big, so I'm just going to rip it a bit and see if it'll go under there a bit. Hopefully I'm in within camera view. I think I'm just in that, so I'm going to put some more glue down. There we go. Let's put that on top. So I suppose it's kind of like making a bit of a collage, isn't it, in a way? Well, if you're doing it this way, it's a kind of collage, isn't it? Yep. And then I'll just put a bit of glue under here just to hold that in place. Like that. That'll work. Didn't see all of my inking after all that. Never mind. Doesn't matter, don't suppose. So I suppose if I'm gluing all this, it's going to go quite hard. Well, you know, quite rigid, so yeah, maybe that's not the way forward. I'm not sure. Just trial and error, I think. Right, so let's see what we could do. So these butterflies, there was a white line, but I'm now thinking that what I might do is just cut them right to the very edge. So quickly go round so there's not a white edge, because obviously this, if it was on a white bit of card, that would be different. I'm not going to bother about its antennae, I'm afraid, because obviously these are too small. I can easily just pen them in if I want to. Just quickly going around this white area. So when you get these, they have a sort of line that you can cut round to help you, to guide you, which I did cut, but I'm thinking now I don't want that in it, so that looks a wee bit more like it should. So let's just pop that on. That should stick because that's quite sticky there. So that's kind of disappeared a bit there. So let's just chop round here as well. Just usually turning the paper, obviously you are using the scissors to chop, so your blades obviously do move as well, but it's mostly turning the, oh, maybe I'll have to cut that off as well because it's so small, but I probably shouldn't have, but I have. That's my project, so I can basically do what I want, I suppose. Not cutting the antennae again because it's far too small and fiddly. So just chopping that around. Unfortunately, I'm chopping that bit of wing off. Right, let's just make this a wee bit nicer there. A wee bit less square there. Right. So now let's see these flowers. So let's just go around here with the flowers. Get some tea dye onto that. So I don't want that to go in the thing yet. I'll super then stick into that glue now. Right, let's just quickly go down these flowers. I'm thinking I maybe didn't have to wet the book as much with glue, so yeah, that's probably something I don't really need to do as much. So just going around the sort of edge to get rid of that sort of whiteness as well. And oh no, it's gone in my bin, help. So I'm thinking I'm going to put something there. So I've got some glue for the back of there. So I'm just going to put that on there. And it's just slightly over that edge, but that's okay. That doesn't matter too much. And then let's see, let's give this a little bit of a dry actually. So I'll come back when I've dried it. Right, so I've come back and I've popped a few things down. I've dried that off. I've cut out this second big butterfly and I'm just going to, I think, put that one on there. Don't put your scissors in the glue, as I have just done. Now I've got a bit which came up, so I'm going to pop in some. I've cut out a couple of bits of the numbers, so I might just put some of that. I'm going to put the tea dye, right, excuse me, there, like that, and I think I'm going to pop that just behind there, but I was going to pop a butterfly, so that might be hidden when I've just popped the butterfly in the glue, which is okay because so I may just have to pop that there like that, so that's fine. So let's just pop the butterfly in the glue. So let's just pop another bit of glue down like that, and I've got my brush here. So first things first, oh that's far too much, just put a bit on there and a bit on the back of here. That's going to be too much glue, isn't it? Silly Billy. It's all trial and error, isn't it? I want to see the number, so yeah, that'll do. Just thinking that as well. And then I'm going to pop that butterfly on now, just on the corner here, like so. Just pop that down there, like that. Okay, that looks quite pretty. Hope you agree. Now, thinking of the other flower, and I've not gone round it with tea dye, so just let me quickly go around that, I think, with a wee bit of tea dye, just on the white area, which is, that's better. Right, so I think I'm going to pop that kind of there. Or would I pop it down here? Let me just leave that till I've popped the other butterfly on. So I'm going to pop, I could pop it on here, just there. Let's just pop him on, or her, there, on there. Just kind of as if it's on the flower, covered in glue here. Let's give that a wee dab over as well. Yeah, that's quite nice. I'm looking through the camera and I think that looks quite pleasing. It's quite pleasing to me, so hopefully it's quite pleasing to you as well. Right, now let's just see what else. So I think I'm going to dry it off again and I'll be back. Now, so before I actually put on I think anything else, or maybe I should put the stuff on and then do this last. So let me just decide where I'm going to pop the flower, the bigger flower. pop it there, I suppose, like that. Let me see what that's like. It's probably a bit nicer like that, isn't it? I think. Or I could have it up here. No, don't like that. I could have it at the bottom as well. But we need to slightly go over the butterfly. Let me see. Not sure. I think we need something here, so I'm going to pop it on to here at the top. And then I'm going to do some stenciling and then I should be done. You'll be pleased to hear. So, trying to decide what way, it doesn't really matter, I don't think, what way this goes. I'm trying to see through the, yeah, I think that's quite nice. And it's a shame I stuck that down, but I have actually stuck it, so, oh well. Might be able to lift it just a tad to get that over the top, that's better. And then I can just stick these down here a bit more. And obviously when that dries it's going to be quite hard, isn't it? But that's okay, I don't mind too much. Kinds of protects it slightly as well, doesn't it? Right, so this bit at the bottom's kind of dry. So I thought what I might do is use this Luxus paste from La Blanche. And I definitely will need to leave this to dry. So it does look actually like I have used it before, but I don't remember doing it. So I've got this stencil. Wait, was it not stencil or was there something else? No, I've got this stencil and I thought I might like to just put some stenciling. Now that's, I'd say that's more or less dry. So I've got a stencil. I had a spatula. Where is it? It's hiding. Oh, here it is. So I've got a spatula thing here, and all I'm doing is, it's probably quite hard that actually, but I'm just going to mix it a bit and just, could add a wee bit of water to it just to loosen it a bit. I just want to add a little bit of this to the edge. So is that bit's quite dry, so just a couple of wee bits, not too much, just a wee bit. Try and make sure that's covered as well. I need a wee bit more. Just going to go into there as well and just and then just pull back the excess, and then yeah, it makes a nice kind of wee bit there. And then let's see this top bit, we're going to use this piece here at the top just with exactly the same stuff. I mean, you can use any texture piece stuff, it doesn't have to be this. This is just to give you an idea of, I think, what you can actually do with these types of projects. Let's just get that wee bit at the top there. That's better. And then just kind of drag the excess off when you're happy with it. Yeah, that's good. And that unfortunately has pulled a bit off, but I'm just going to leave that just now. I think I might do a tiddly bit here at the bottom as well. So just one more piece and then I think we'll be done. Because I don't want to overpower it too much with too much stuff at once. There is another freebie which I'll be using the next time I come on, so yeah, you can have a look at that as well. Scoot this away and then take that back. So it just gives you an extra kind of wee bit of texture going on over the card. Now this bit feels a bit like they should have something too. So don't glue in the glue. Maybe I'll just put a little bit here as well. So I've gone straight into the glue, haven't I? Yeah. Just a tiny bit here. Not too much. And then just fill that back. There we go. And I didn't use the rub-ons. I'm going to have to get this washed. I'm just going to pop this to the side just now. I didn't use the rub-ons, but I'm thinking, what is it? What was I going to use? Oh, I had some of these as well. Some of these transfery, they're not transfers, they are stickers. Always find it really hard to get these off. So if there's anything I can quickly add, I will. But if it's going to make, it's going to take me ages to get the blinking back ends off it. You know, sometimes it does. I probably should have popped some of these on before. There's a sort of bird. Let's see what ones we could just quickly pop on. There's a kind of clock. That might be quite nice, but I can never get the backing off. It always takes forever. I don't know if there's a quicker way to do that, or there we go, that's it. It didn't take too long there. So I'm thinking maybe let's look through the, don't want to go too much with it. I'll pop that on there, so hopefully that will be okay. And I need something else up the top, I think, because I think it looks too just, I'm going to just stick that down as well, just so it stays in place. And then I think there's, maybe I don't need anything up there after all. Let's just go for one wee quick, oh here's a wee butterfly up here, which we could actually put there. So let's just, I find if I sort of fold it in half, it seems to be easier to, well, says she. I'm not quite getting it. Come on, off you come. Here it comes. I see it. I see it. I don't know if there is a quick way to do this. Probably not. But if there is, if there's any tips of getting stickers off their back end, please do let me know. Because as I see, I seem to spend quite a few minutes trying to get the backings off of some of these stickers, as you can see. That's better. So let's just have one more look through, and well, I could either go there or up or there. Let's just stick it here on a sort of slight angle. And I know it's going into the not really quite dry stuff yet. Oh, that's quite dry already. So, thanks so much for watching. It did go on a bit, but thank you for staying with me for my first journal page, and I'll be coming back on and with another one in the week. So I'm going to try and do 2 a week, plus other stuff like my gummy pan and some other stuff. So thanks so much for watching. Please let me know your thoughts, and I'll be back very soon. Bye.